Good morning, 8th class. I hope you have revised your exercise 8.2 which we discussed in our last class. It is very important. We discussed about cost price, selling price, marked price, as well as profit percent, gain percent, discount, etc. In this class, we will be proceeding with chapter 8 only. We will be doing exercise 8.3. In exercise 8.3, we will talk about compound interest. Compound interest. We have already studied about simple interest in our previous classes. Simple interest, if you remember, it is equal to principal into rate percent R into T, time period for which rate is applied, divided by 100. Okay? Then amount after applying simple interest will be principal plus simple interest. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal, where amount is equal to principal 1 plus rate percent divided by 100 to the power t. Simple interest and compound interest are different in the sense that in simple interest the principal for each year will remain the same. Suppose if we have time period, we are depositing rupees 100 for 3 years at some rate, suppose 5%. Then for each year, for year 1 we will have principal as 100 rupees. For year 2 we will have principal as 100 rupees. For year 3 also we will have principal as 100 rupees. But in compound interest, if we have the same measurements, then compound interest, suppose for first year, for year 1 we had principal as 100 rupees, and suppose we calculated compound interest to be something, suppose it will come out to be 15 rupees. Suppose it came out to be 15 rupees. Then for year 2, your principal will not be 100, but it will be 100 plus 15, that is 115. Okay? Similarly, we can calculate for year 3 and so on. This is the main difference between simple and compound interest. In compound interest, principal is changing every year, means interest is compounded. Now, in compound interest, we will discuss about one more thing, which is known as conversion period. Conversion period. Conversion period is that time after which your interest is added to make a new principal. Okay? In this case, suppose we will take two cases. Okay? Suppose we have principal as 100 rupees, rate as 5% per annum, and your time is 3 years. Okay? Compounded annually. It means that conversion period is equal to 1 year, because interest is your rate a 5% per annum is applied after 1 year. It is compounded annually, so conversion period is 1 year. Suppose we have the same measurements and it is compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. Here interest is calculated after 6 months, that is after half year. Here conversion period is half year, or we can say 6 6 months. 6 months. For compounding interest half yearly, we have to make some alteration in rate and time, because we are provided rate at 5% per annum and we have to calculate half yearly. And 1 year we have 2 half years. It means for this case, your rate will be, it should be 5% per annum. If we have to calculate half yearly, it means we have to divide this rate into 2 parts. So your rate will be 5 divided by 2 per half year. Per half year. Okay? We made changes in R. Now time. We had time equal to 3 years. We have to convert this years into half years. 1 year is equal to 2 years. It means we have to multiply it by 2 to get 6 half years. Now we have our units R and T in half year and we have to compound annual half yearly. So we can proceed with these units. Okay? We have to proceed with these units if you have to compound half yearly, and if you have to compound annually, we can proceed simply with these units. Okay? We will start with exercise now. Exercise 8.3, question number 1A part. We have to calculate the amount and compound interest. We will start with simple ones. P is here 10,800. For time is 3 years. Okay, and at this much rate, 12 1/2 per annum and compounded annually. You have to focus on this term before starting your question. This is compounded annually, so units should be in, your T and R should be in years. Okay, and per annum and in years. It means we don't have to make any changes. We can directly apply our formula, and for our formula was amount is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 divided by T. We will convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. It will be 25/2% per year per annum. It will be equal to 10,800. 1 plus 25/2 into 100 divided by T, that is 3 years. We will make cancellation here. 25 fours are. It will be equal to 10,800. 1 plus 1/8 to the power 3. I'll erase this part. It means our amount is 10,800. 1 plus 1/8 means we got 8 plus 1, that is 9/8 to the power 3. It means we have to multiply this term 3 times. 9/8, 9/8 and 9/8. We will check if we can do some cancellation. Yes, 8. Okay. Again we can cancel with 2. It will be 675 into 9 into 9 into 9 divided by 32. Okay, I'll be using calculator so that I can do the calculations fast, but you have to do your calculation manually because in your paper you won't be provided with calculator. So it came out to be 15,370 2377.34. ठीक है, your amount is this. ठीक है, we won't leave here, we have to find out, we have to calculate our compound interest also, and compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Amount minus principal. Your amount is 15,377. Your principal was this much. It means you are left with how much interest? 4,577 rupees. You got this much interest on this much principal if you compound it annually for 3 years. This was question number 1A part. Do a little amendment to A part. I forgot to write this decimal part, so we will be using this also. Minus 10,800, it is 0.34 rupees. So your interest is this much and your amount was this. So these are your answers. Now part B. Part B is same. We will be doing part C. Part C, we have to compound our interest half yearly. ठीक है? In part C, your principal is 62,500 rupees. Your time is 1.5 years and your rate is 8% per annum compounded half yearly. It means your compounded half yearly, it means your rate and time should be in half years. ठीक है, we will convert them with respect to half years. New time will be 1.5 year. In 1 year we have 2 half years. ठीक है, so 2 this is, or you can simply write it as 3/2 half years. 3/2 half years. We will multiply with 2. Remember this. For time we will multiply with 2 because in 1 half year we have 2 half years. So we will get 3 half years. ठीक है, your time now is 3 half years instead of 3/2 year. And your rate was 8% per annum. For 1 year it was 8%. For half years it will be half of that. It means we have to divide by 2, that is 4% per half year. Okay, remember, if interest is compounded half yearly, you have to multiply T by 2 and divide R by 2. Okay, we have to, in time we have to multiply, in rate we have to divide. Now we will use the formula. Your amount is P1 plus R by 100 to the power T. Your principal was 62,500. Your rate is 4% and your time is 3. Okay, so it will be equal to 62,500. I will cancel this out. It is 25 plus 1, 26 by 5 to the power 3. It means we have to multiply, power 3 means we have to multiply this term 3 times. Okay. Okay. Now this is this much 100 4. Okay, we got 4, 26 into 26 and 26. I'm again repeating, you will be doing your calculation by hand instead of using calculator, because you won't be provided with calculator in your exam. So this is 7304 rupees. We won't leave here because you have to find out interest also, and this is your amount. Your interest is amount minus principal. Amount is 7304. Principal was 62,500 minus 62,500. It means your principal is going to be 7,804 rupees. Now we will do one more question. E part. It is also compounded half yearly. This was your C part. Question number 1. Question number 1, C part. Now we will be doing E part. In E part, question number 1, E part, we have P as rupees 10,000. Time is 1 year. 1 year. R is 8% per annum, compounded half yearly. Most important term in your compound interest question. Okay? Compounded half yearly. Okay? It means we have to change T and R. So new T will be 1 year is equal to 2.5 years, or you can remember by, if we have to multiply T by 2, it will be 2.5 years. R we have to divide by 2 because we are converting this, we are dividing this rate into 2 parts. 8 by 2, that is 4% per half year. Okay? These are our new T and R, and we will be proceeding with these two. Okay? Now we have to calculate our amount first. Amount will be P1 plus R by 100 to the power T, which will be equal to 10,000, 1 plus 4 by 100 to the power 2. 10,000, it will be 25. So 1 plus 1 by 25, which will be equal to 26 by 25 to the power 2, which will be equal to 26 into 25, 26 by 25. It is 400, and again 5. Into 26 into 26, so it will come out to be 26 into 26 into 16. It will be 10,816 rupees. So your compound interest will be your amount minus principal. You have to subtract principal from amount, which will be 10,816 minus 10,000, which will be equal to 816 rupees. So this is your compound interest, and this was your amount. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 is, we will check compounded yearly. Okay. First thing we have to check in compound interest question is whether it is compounded yearly, compounded half yearly, or something else. It means we have to check the conversion time. Question number 2. Question number 2, Kamla borrowed this much. It means this is your principal. Okay, we will write here. Principal is rupees 26,400 to buy a scooter at rate this much, 15% per annum. Okay. Now question is, what amount will she pay at the end of 2 years and 4 months to clear the loan? Okay. Time is 2 years and 4 months. Okay. Now pay attention that how we are going to deal with 4 months. Okay. we have to calculate the amount. Okay, calculate the amount. Okay, in these type of questions, okay, if this we have full years and then few months, okay, in this type of questions we will calculate compound interest for this whole years, and after calculating compound interest for these whole years, the amount we will get will be principal for these next 4 months or whatever you are provided with. Okay, I am repeating again. If you are given time in years and few months, like here 4 months, you will be using your simple compound interest formula for this much unit, this much amount, this much time. Here it is 2 years. You will find out, you will do the usual calculation for these 2 years, and after that the amount you will get will be your principal for next 4 months, and for these 4 months you can simply apply formula for simple interest. It will be same. Okay. So here we will start with A is equal to, okay, for first 2 years. Okay, for first 2 years we will calculate compound interest amount for 2 years. It will be P1 plus R by 100 to the power T. P is 26,400. 1 plus R by, it was compounded yearly, so we don't need to change R or T. Okay, to the power 2. Okay, now 3 by 20, it is equal to 26,400. 23 to the power 2, it means it is 26,400 into 23 by 20 into 23 by 20. Okay, it is 26 into 23 into 23. We perform the calculation. It will come out to be 26 into 23 into 23. It is 13,754 rupees for this amount. Okay, after 2 years your principal converts to this much amount. Okay, we did something wrong. Your amount should be greater than that. So 26,200. Yes, we did something wrong, and the wrong was I wrote 26 instead of 66. So it is 66. I'll do again. Your amount should always be greater than your principal. It will come out to be 34,914 rupees. Okay. Now it means that after 2 years your principal is converted to this much amount. Now we have to deal with this 4 months. For last 4 months, your principal is this much amount, which is 34,914 rupees. Your time is, because you have already calculated for this much amount, so time is 4 months. 4 months, and your rate is 15% per annum. It is an annum year. It is in years. It means we have to convert that into years, which is equal to 1 by 3 year. Okay, 1 by 3 year. Now we will do calculation for this one. Okay, you can apply formula of simple interest, and instead you will always apply formula of simple interest for these small months, small time periods. So into P into R into T, P into R into T, R is 15 into T divided by 100. Okay, so we will get it will be 1745.7 rupees. It means your amount after 2 years and 4 months will be equal to amount after 2 years, which was this much, plus simple interest for 4 months. It will be 34,914 plus 1745.7 rupees, which will be equal to 36,659.7 rupees. This is your required answer. I'm again repeating, if your time period is given in terms of like years and few months, you will calculate compound interest for this part, this whole part, and then after calculating the amount, you will use that amount as principal for next months. 4 months you will use this as principal, and you will use formula for simple interest for calculating the interest for these 4 months, and you will add this simple interest to the amount after whole number of years to calculate the final amount after this time period. Next question is question number 3. It says that Fabina borrows the amount at this much rate for this much period at simple interest, and Radha borrowed the same amount for same period at this much. Who pays more interest? Okay, we will calculate separately for Fabina and Radha. Question number 3 for Fabina and for Radha. Okay, for Fabina you have principal as 12,500 rupees. Your rate is 12% per annum, and your time period is 3 years. ठीक है, 3 years at simple interest. यहाँ का given है at simple interest. It means you will use the formula for simple interest, which is equal to, simple interest is P into R into T by 100. You will use this formula. ठीक है. For Radha, she borrowed the same amount. It means your P is 12,500 rupees at this for the same time period. It means time is 3 years and rate is 10% per annum, compounded annually. Compounded annually means you have to find out the compound interest, and rate in time is calculated at completion of 1 year. It means here it is an year, so no need for amendment. We will directly use the formula. Amount will be equal to P1 plus R by 100 to the power T, which will be equal to 12,500. 1 plus 10 by 100, that is 1 by 10 to the power 3. It will be equal to 12,500 into 11 by 10, 11 by 10 and 11 by 10, because it has power 3. You can cancel this out. It will be equal to, compound will be equal to 125 into 11 into 11 into 11. It will be equal to 16637.5. Okay, this is your amount, not interest. In this case, it will be 12,500 into 12 into 3 by 100. So it will be 125 into, it will be equal to 4500. This is your interest. Okay, this is your interest. Here we have to find out the interest, and interest will be CI will be, compound interest will be amount minus principal. It means we have to subtract 12,500 from this much, and we will get 0.57314. Okay, this much rupees. This is the interest that Radha will be getting, and this is the interest that Fabina will be getting. Who pays more interest? Clearly, Fabina is getting more interest. She is getting more interest by how much? It means you have to find the difference of 2, and difference will be this one minus this one, and it will come out to be 4500 minus 4137.5, which will be 362.5. This is your answer. Okay. In next class we will be continuing with question number 4 onwards. Have a good day.